Do you like toys? Big Bad Toy Store has toys. If you click the link in the description below and give them money, you too can have toys. Now watch my video. Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the 1000 Toys 1/12 scale CaRB synth. So yes, we have another synth for you today. It's very similar to the other figure that I just reviewed, except it's black and it's got more weaponry and stuff on it. I personally think it's a cooler figure, and I think it's certainly something worth picking up if you are a fan of all these synths and things. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have our synth. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4 inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. The synth is more like a proper Japanese 1/12 scale, so he's a bit shorter than an American 6-inch scale figure, and of course much bigger than a 3 3/4 inch figure. Now let's get everything else out of here and just look at our synth. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. As you can see, the CaRB synth is pretty much just a mixture of glossy black and gunmetal. His body is exactly the same as the original synth, except for a few things. He's got a big, boxy metal arm, which has a 3-fingered hand on the end, and his other arm is basically the normal arm, but it also has a 3-fingered hand. And then one of his legs is a bigger, boxier metal leg with some red detailing on it. All in all, I really like the stealth sort of look for it, and I think it's just a cooler looking figure than the original one. And as I'm pretty sure it's meant to look, it's much more combat-esque, and less just person-y robot thing. Head sculpt-wise, there's not a lot going on here since he doesn't really have a face. It's just a big, round, black shape. It's got little red dots all over it and one big, glassy red eye. I think it looks pretty cool, fairly intimidating. I have no real issues with that. Articulation-wise, the synth is really good and the main selling point of this figure, in my opinion. You get ball pegs in the head and neck, so you get full range of motion there. You get a really nice butterfly joint. Shoulders go up and down, in and out. Bicep cut. Double joint elbows, wrist hinge and rotation. You get a series of ball pegs in the abdomen, so you get really nice body motion. Hips go in and out, forward and back, thigh cut, double jointed knees, rotation, hinge, and pivoting in the ankles, and a toe joint. And then on his fancy limbs, he does have some extra stuff going on. He has an extra hinge on his big metal arm that lets his hand fold up underneath his arm, and he has retractable blades on that arm. And then on his opposite hand, he has a blade that flips out from the back of his wrist to the palm. And on his fancy metal leg, he has a blade that flips down from his foot, and he is lacking the toe joint on that foot. So just like the other synth, you should be able to get him into plenty of cool poses, and you've got some little blades and stuff so he can stab things. Packaging-wise, you get a slip cover. On the front and back of the box, you get pictures of the synth and the 1000 Toys logo. And then once you remove the slip cover, you have your window. And on the back, you basically just have a bunch of stuff that I can't read. So if you take the slip cover off, these are good for in or out of package display. And that about wraps it up for our synth. So until next time, goodbye!